Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 5 of phase 5 phonic sounds. So before we start with today's focus, we're going to go back to yesterday's activity just to make sure you understood that and you got all of those real and nonsense words correct. So let's have a look together. So the first one, z, I, zai. What did you think for that one? I think that's a nonsense word, zai. K, r, I, d, cried. Yeah, that was one of the ones that we looked at yesterday. R, e, p, l, I'd. My sound buttons have gone a little bit skew with there. Replied. Yeah, that was one of the ones we looked at as well. K, l, I, cly. No, not heard of that word before. This one, d, I, die. Yeah, not a nice word, but it's a real word. G, gr, I, gry. No, that's a nonsense word. Hopefully using those sound buttons, as you can see, it really helps to segment those words and blend them back together. St, I, d, stide. No, that one's a nonsense word. L, I, lie. Not good to lie, but that's a real word. Then we've got down here, b, r, I, m, brime. Nope, that's a nonsense word. Oh, goodness me, that's not a good cross. I, p, pipe. No, that's a nonsense word as well. Looks like we've got more nonsense words at the moment. And then t, r, I'd, tried. Hopefully you tried really hard at this. And then the last one, j, I. No, that's a nonsense word as well. So well done if you got all of those. We're going to move on to our new focus for today, but first we'll start with our flashcards as always. So I'll hold them up to the screen, give you a second or two. Hopefully you can say the sound before I do. Kwa. Sh. Ch. Or A, E, I, O, oi, oo or ow, ah, air, ear, or, your, a, ow, I, last one, E. I'll go whiz through them quickly. Hopefully you're getting really quick at this now. You're going to just say the sounds this time, nice and quick. Okay, well done. I was super quick with that one, wasn't I? I hope that wasn't too quick for you. I bet it wasn't. So we're going to have a look at today's focus sound. today we're going to be focusing on, you might have seen that snuck in there at the end, the E sound. So the E and the A together as a digraph make the E sound. Okay, can you say that? E. Well done. Right, we're going to have a look at how we write that now. So on a piece of paper or a whiteboard, if you've got one at home, let's have a go at writing that digraph. So first of all, we can hear the E. The name of that letter is the E in the alphabet, isn't it? We can hear that at the beginning, E, but with that we need the A. And together they make the E digraph, E. So have a go at writing that. Need those two letters, the E and the A. E. Well done. Now perhaps you can think of any words that you know of, anything in the room with you or outside, or anything that you can think of that might have the E sound used in the word. Have a think. Okay, right, let's have a look at some together. So we've got some here on some flashcards. I'm going to go through them with you and then we can flash them up to see if you can read them nice and quick as well. So firstly, S, E, see, not like I can see very far, that's see like the seaside. S, eat, seat. B, eed, bead. R, eed, read. M, eat, meat, like the meat that you eat, not when you meet up with somebody. T, r, eat, treat. We all like a treat. Heap, heap. Hopefully you don't leave your clothes in your room in a heap on the floor. L, east, least. St, steamy. Now that's quite a tricky one because we've got that Y on the end that's making an E sound that we often see, don't we? When that is used at the end of a word, it makes an E sound. So we can take that off, and we've also got the word steam, steam, like that comes out of your kettle or comes out of an old-fashioned train. And then we add that on to make it steamy. Makes the windows all steamy when we heat the kettle up. And then eat, repeat. And again, we could chunk that one up. Rep, rep. And then we've got eat, eat, repeat. Okay, well done if you've got those as well. Now we're going to shuffle them up. I'm going to hold them up to the screen for a second or two, see if you can read them before I tell you what the words are. Sea, like the seaside. Steamy. East, least. Heap. Repeat. Treat. Bead. Seat. Meat. And last one, read. Hopefully you were able to read all of those. Well done. Okay, let's have a look back at our slides. We're going to look at some words on the screen. This is a little bit how we practice our spellings when we're practicing for our spellings test. Maybe you do this at home as well. So we've got some words here that are using the E sound. What I'd like you to do is have a go at reading them first, so you can use sound buttons. Look out for the E sound so that we can make a dash under that digraph there. Do the sound buttons under all of those so that you can read the word. And then what I'd like you to do is have a go at writing it, but you can look at it as you write it. So just copying it first of all next to it. Then cover it over, cover the word over so you can't see what you've done. And then have a go at writing it again. So firstly, you're going to read it. So the first one, let's do that together. Steam. Do you remember we had the Y on the end to make steamy on the flashcard? Steam. Then you can have a go at writing it just without covering it over. Steam. Steam. That helps us to get that in our memory, how we sound that out and write it down. Then I want you to cover them over. So maybe if I use a shape here to show you, but you could just do this with another piece of paper. Ooh. Cover them over. See if I can make them a different colour. I'm making squares everywhere now on the screen. So if I cover them with a red colour, like that, and then I can have a go at writing the word steam without looking. So I've got to think carefully this time. I can hear the S, then the T, E, and then what I could do is go back as well, just to double check. Steam, just to check I've got all of those letters right. So let's just get rid of these things that I've done here. Okay, so the first thing that's probably best for you to do is on a piece of paper, just write all of those 4 words out. Firstly, go through one word at a time, read it to yourself, use sound buttons on that if you need to, write it out again while you can still see the word, cover it over, no cheating, see if you can do it with covering it over, and then write it without looking. Then you can uncover it to check, so that's why it's called read, write, cover, check, okay? Have a go at all of those on the screen. We'll go through them together afterwards just to make sure that you can read those using the sound buttons. So pause the video and have a go at writing all of those out, reading them, writing them again yourself, covering them over, writing them again to check. Okay, so let's just go through them just to check we got all of those. So steam, we knew that one, didn't we? Steam. Eat, repeat, dream, and then last one, cream, lovely cream. So hopefully you got all of those, and you've also had a practice at writing them. It's really good practice. If we write them by looking, that helps get them in our memory. And then hopefully you had a really good go without looking and seeing if you can write them as well, and using your sounding out skills to help you with that. We're just going to look through a couple of sentences here using the E sound in. So the first one I will go through with you, and then I'd like you to have a go at the second one. So we've got a tricky word here, W-E. This part here is the tricky part. We, sit. You can do this along with me as well. On. Eat, seat, and read, k. So it's not the long oo, it's the sound, but ooks, ear, trigraph there, near, the sea. Let's read that back. We sit on our seat and read books near the sea. Oh, that sounds lovely to be able to do that right now. So the next one is a little bit shorter. I want you to have a go at maybe copying that down, using the sound buttons, drawing them on to help you have a go at reading that sentence. So pause the video and have a go at that now. Okay, let's have a look together. Can, sheep, eat, repeat, eat, bleat. The bleat means bah, like the noise sheep make. Can a sheep repeat a bleat? Oh yes, definitely. They do that over and over again all day. So well done if you got that, and hopefully you remembered to add the question mark, because we're asking a question there, aren't we? Good job. Right, we've got a little activity for you to finish off this lesson with, if you can complete this at home, and you can send your written work to your class teacher on Class Dojo. So you can just write these down. You don't need to worry about printing that or having them with the pictures. Just write the list of words that you see here. So look at the picture, say the words aloud, and then see if you can choose which one of these words here makes sense, or using the E sound, which one makes sense to have with this picture here. And then go through each of those pictures in turn. We'll go through those together in the next lesson, but you can have a go at doing that. And then if you need more practice with the E sound, it's always good to have a go on Phonics Play. Go to phase 5 and your resources and select Buried Treasure. You can read lots of different phase 5 words there using the E sound and deciding if they're real words and they go in the treasure chest, or nonsense words that go in the rubbish bin. So it's really good practice of just testing your knowledge of the E sound in lots of different words. Okay, I've been very busy in this lesson today, so good job, and hopefully you get more practice using those extra activities at the end. Well done, see you next time.